Hey there, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day. My name's Eddie. I work with Wakanda Solar powered by SunPower, and
Hey, my name is Darren.
and we just wanted to make this quick video just so you have an explanation to go along with everything you're looking at. We're going to keep it around 10 minutes long, and first off, we're just going to go through some information that's actually on the homepage of this website, some background information on there, and then we'll loop back around to this webpage right here, and we'll explain everything that you're looking at. But if you go to the top left corner of the screen right here, where you see the Wakanda Solar logo, you click on that, that'll open up the homepage.
And just taking you through the homepage here. Again, we just made this as an informative website. We just collected all the questions and concerns that we've come across just being in the industry, and we just put it all in one location as a resource for homeowners. Just scrolling through the homepage here real quick. We just have a quick video recapping the entirety of the homepage here and explaining things in a little bit more detail. And then the main thing I want to talk to you guys about is number 2, the background research. We have 4 main categories here, which we do recommend you looking through before meeting with us. We have one here about the company, SunPower, because at the end of the day, it does matter what company you go with, just like any other industry. A little bit about the state incentive here, Illinois Shines, the net metering program, and ComEd's rate hikes. And then we also have quick videos just recapping all of this information, along with links leading to these categories and more specific here. For example, here with SunPower.
And we'll just go through a little bit about SunPower. There's a full slide deck here that explains quite a bit about the company, but I just want to go through a couple background information items. So SunPower has been around for 38 years now. That means they've been doing residential solar since 1985. So they're the longest lasting company here in the United States. And not only that, but they also have the most experience doing this. They've installed on over 500,000 residential homes, and that's across the United States, not just here in Illinois. But the main reason a lot of people work with SunPower, including homeowners and big commercial companies, is because of the solar system. They produce every single component in-house. So that means it's all backed by one company. Everything from the mounting hardware to the solar panels they use, to the microinverters that are on the back of every panel, which actually converts the sun's energy into usable energy for your home. Along with every other component is all manufactured by SunPower. So that makes it nice when it comes to the warranty, because you're only going to get one warranty that covers the entire system. If you've looked at some smaller local companies here in Illinois, you might notice that they're outsourcing manufacturing of different components like the solar panels and the microinverters. So you'll notice that you'll get 4 to 5 different pass-through warranties with each of these companies. And if you've heard horror stories about people not getting help after they've had solar installed, it might be because of that. Because if something goes wrong with the system, no one wants to take that blame for that and come out and fix it. It turns into a bit of a finger pointing game. So with SunPower, you don't have to worry about that. It's one company stands behind the whole system. So if you have any issues or any questions at all you have to do is dial one number, 1-800-SunPower. A real human being will answer the phone so that you can ask the questions that you have. Apart from that, the warranty is 25 years and it's bumper to bumper. It's completely comprehensive. And if you're looking at leasing your solar panels, you actually get weathering damage and rodents included in that warranty, which is nice because we live in Illinois. So again, if you have any questions about the warranty, about the system, or about anything, just reach out. But we'll go back to the home page here to kind of wrap up with the bottom.
All right, thanks a lot, Eddie. Yeah, and just going back to the homepage here, again, we got a section on SunPower, on the state incentive, Illinois Shines. All you need is a credit score of 640 in order to qualify for that, and that just covers the upfront cost. Again, the net metering program, which allows homeowners to not necessarily need a battery just yet. And Eddie will touch base on that in a little bit here. And then more details on the utility companies raising their rates soon. And then if you just scroll down here, Again, we just collected all the questions we've come across and given comprehensive responses to them. Concerns on the roof, what happens if you move, the cost of it. We have a lot of questions here. But if you don't see your question answered here, you can always reach out and we're more than happy to add that because we do want this to be a resource for people. And then you do have the option to schedule a consultation with us here. And then just a little bit more about us and why we even started this website. And then just scrolling down here real quick, you may click here on this tab here or just scroll all the way to the bottom. And where you've been doing blogs, just answering these questions in the FAQ section in more detail. And then we also have information posted on our social media if you want to keep up to date with that. But let's just dive right into your proposal here and have Eddie take over.
Thank you, Dayron. So going back to your custom webpage here, let's explain everything that you're looking at. But before we do that, the program that you're looking at is called Earn with Energy. And if you've looked at solar before, it's a little different. It's typically, you would see $20, $30 a month in savings. And yeah, over the course of 20 years, that might add up to be a good chunk of change. But SunPower made this program because they realized that a lot of people, especially here in Illinois, need help now too, not just 10 plus years down the road. So this new program, Earn with Energy, it allows you to take a portion of that long-term savings and have some of it upfront in cash. So if you scroll down here, you probably already looked at this number, but right here in yellow is the amount that you qualified for as an upfront incentive. Now, you can use this money however you want. You'll get it in the form of a check upon installation. Some people opt to use it to pay for their solar bill for the next few years. And you'll actually see the amount. We've done the math for you. Right here in red, you'll see how many years you could use this to pay for your power. So you essentially wouldn't have a power bill for that amount of time. Or you can use it towards whatever bill or anything that's a priority for you, because it is your money at the end of the day. Scrolling down below that, you'll see this video that you're watching right here, along with a little text snippet just explaining that, this is supposed to be something that can help you out in times like this, because financially, it's rough for a lot of people, and a lot of people are very busy with projects. They don't have time to, add another financial obligation, add another time obligation onto their plates. So if you're working with SunPower, you don't have to do anything here. The only thing that's required of you is to do this background research that you're doing right now. Apart from that, SunPower takes it from there. And they'll pull all the permits, they'll do the installation. There's really nothing that's required from you. SunPower takes it. Then scrolling down just below this video. Okay, and scrolling down here, just go past this T-chart and then down to the actual SunPower proposal. You'll see your system's design. So you're gonna see how many panels are either going, whether it's on your roof or in your yard if you're doing a ground-mounted system. You're going to see how many panels you have total right here where it says 35 panels. And then you're going to see how much of your energy was actually offset. So it's out of 100%. So if yours says, for example, this one says 87%. That means that 87% of your usage will be covered by solar. The other 13% in this case would be paid to ComEd or Ameren, whoever your utility provider is. Then scrolling down here, you'll see this actual usage versus production chart, month by month. You'll see in the summer months, it might be producing more than your home uses, and vice versa in the winter. So if it is ever producing more than your home uses in a given month, that excess energy just gets pushed onto the grid in the form of credits, so that later when you might need to use that power more and your system's not producing, you'll be pulling from those credits. That's a program called net metering. It's 1-to-1 with ComEd and Ameren, and it's essentially the grid acting as your battery, which is nice because then we don't have to purchase batteries with our solar systems here in Illinois. Right below that, you'll see a graph that actually shows your 20-year savings. So that dark line is how much, the percent of your bill that you'll still be paying to ComEd and Ameren, or what you would have paid them if you didn't go solar, and that dotted line is the combination of how much you're going to be paying Ameren or ComEd plus how much you're paying SunPower for that split that you have. You'll see that over time, since you're locking in a portion of your bill at only 2.9% escalator every year, you'll see that over time, you're going to be saving more and more money. And this number right here is your long-term 20-year savings. So it's still probably a few $1,000s or more, which is still a pretty nice substantial amount of money. Right below that, you can click here and actually just download this whole PDF, and it'll have a little more information for you, and it'll make it a little easier to view. But let's go back up here to the T-charts.
All right, so once we do send over your proposal along with your webpage here, you'll see a T-chart just breaking things down a little bit more and just kind of summarizing what Eddie just went over. Again, real quick, there's no upfront costs, and that's due to the state incentive, Illinois Shines. All you need is a credit score of 640 in order to qualify. And then this, again, is the cash incentive you would receive on this side over here, and you would receive that upon installation. And this is money for you. So you can use it to pay the next few years of your power, or you can pocket it, or you can use it for a bill that's a priority for you. And then scrolling down here, the percentage that we are covering with the solar system here is going to go up 2.9%. So on the conservative side of things, the utility provider has gone up 4% roughly a year. I know in the last few years, just from everything going on, it's been closer to 8-9%. So that's where the long-term savings is coming from. And again, if you were to stick with the utility provider, either ComEd or Ameren, we'll show you your 20-year save or costs over here, and then for solar on this side, and then showing your 20-year savings down here. And then, of course, the similarities are down here. Since you don't own the system, really it's the same thing as, the power lines. If you had to, fix them or maintain them, that's on the company. It's not on you. It's the same thing with your system. If they're damaged for whatever reason or underperforming, SunPower takes care of it, fixes it. And if you did have to purchase a little bit more power from a utility company, SunPower will reimburse you. And then if you have a concern about, well, what happens if I move? It's the same thing as it is right now. It's just an assumable contract. It just transfers over to the new homeowner and then just take over the solar bill. And then just breaking down the next steps here, just initial review the information and watch the video. And then if you do have more questions, you can go back to the homepage here. And, if you want to have more of a one-on-one and we didn't necessarily answer the question you had specifically, you can schedule a consultation with us here or down here. Or if, we answered all your questions and you're ready to find out what the next steps are, all you got to do is just submit this form here and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. All right. Well, that basically sums up the video. We wanted to just give you a brief overview of everything. We did give you a few ways that you can contact us in case, you want to have more of a one-on-one. So feel free to reach out and we're more than happy to help you out and answer any questions that you may have. But that's about it. Thanks again for your time and take care. Take it easy.
Take care, guys. Have a good one.